Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something a little bit different. I have been in a filming slump lately. I don't really know what I want to film. I have all these ideas, but I really don't want to film them. And it's funny, I actually have a few videos edited and ready to upload, but I'm not happy with them for some reason. I don't really know if I'm gonna upload them or not. So I thought I would do like a chit chat get ready with me. I've never done this type of video before, but I love these videos, and because I'm not really good about like coming up with ideas on the spot, I asked some people if you guys wanted me to do like a Q&A video with like a chit chat get ready with me, and we can talk about like books that I'm reading. So I have a few questions that Hannah and Trisha have asked me, so they're really fun, so I'm excited to answer them. I did a makeup and book tag about a year ago, which I'll link down below if you guys are interested. So I've already washed my face, put on moisturizer. I don't wear primer, so I'll start with foundation, and I've washed my hands also. So I wear the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. It's good for people with really dry skin. This is in the shade Snow, so one of the lighter shade. I really like this foundation. My only thing is that it's a little bit more on the yellow side, and I have a really more of a like pink undertone, but I really like it. So I just finished Vampire Academy. If you guys don't know, Hannah and I are doing a Vampire Academy read along. It's been so long since I've read Vampire Academy, and I use a beauty blender. I'm so sorry, it's dirty. I have washed it recently, but I've also used it yesterday. So yeah, Hannah and I are rereading Vampire Academy, and it's been so long since I've read it. It's been since like high school, so it's been years, like 10 plus years since I've read Vampire Academy. So she was debating on rereading it, and I told her that I would reread it with her if she wanted me to, just because it's been so long since I've read it. So we are going to be doing our live show on the first two, Vampire Academy and Frostbite, on March 24th, and it's going to be after our live show for our our March pick of the month. You're gonna have to excuse my babbling because I am not a makeup guru. Like, I don't know much about makeup. I love makeup, but I have to say I'm not like really skilled in makeup at all. I have no idea what I'm doing. So talking and putting on makeup at the same time, just bear with me. So I thought maybe I would answer one of the questions that Hannah asked me. What house would our dogs be in? I have a Blue Merle Cocker Spaniel, and I have a Corgi, and he's mixed. We think he's mixed with either Golden Retriever. I think he's Golden Retriever Corgi. My husband thinks he's probably maybe more like Chow Corgi or something, but he looks very much Golden Retriever Corgi. And then I use the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and this is the shade Fair. Just Fair. So what house would our dogs be in? And I knew right away. I actually asked Kevin this, and he had trouble sorting Zara. So Wicket is our Corgi, and he is in Gryffindor, like all the way. He just has that Gryffindor personality. So he's protective, but he's also the sweetest dog ever. Wicket is 100% a Gryffindor. Now, Zara was harder. I think she's in Slytherin, but Kevin thinks she's either in Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff. She's really smart, but she's a little bit of an asshole, to be honest. She's so nice. She's the sweetest dog ever, but she's just feisty, and she likes to get in trouble, and she initiates it. To set my concealer, I use the e.l.f. translucent powder, but yes, she is just a handful. And yeah, she just follows me around everywhere. I can't go anywhere, like she's sitting right next to me. She just has terrible anxiety if we leave. But she reminds me of Crabbe and Goyle following around Malfoy. Plus, she's obsessed with food. Like, this dog can eat so much. We have to weigh her food to make sure she doesn't get too much. And then after we've given her what's appropriate for her, plus a little extra, she's still like whimpers at the door. She wants more food. She'll steal Wicket's food. You know, if you're petting her and you stop, she's gonna nip you until you keep petting her. And then when she wants Wicket to play with her and he doesn't want to, she will like latch onto his ear or his tail. She doesn't hurt him, but she just like pokes him and she pushes his buttons until finally he plays with her. But yeah, so, and she gets into a lot of trouble that she knows she's not supposed to do. She's a little asshole, honestly. So I think she is in Slytherin, 100%. Okay, so next I do a little bit of highlight. I have the Sonia Kashuk highlighter in Sparkling Sand. I don't always do highlight. It just really depends. I've been using the e.l.f. brushes, and this is one of their stippling brush. I really like the e.l.f. brushes. They're inexpensive and they work really, really well. I've washed these. I've had these brushes for a long time now, a couple years now, and I wash my brushes constantly and they don't shed, they don't fall out. They're still in really great condition. They're super, super soft, so I really love them. Hannah also asked, if you died and had to pick a book character to come to life and fill your role, who would you pick? And like someone who would get along well with Kevin and all of my friends and my family. And I thought this was a really, really good question. To be honest, I'm not sure. For blush, I use Milani, and this is in the shade Coral Cove. So, that's a really good question. Who would I choose? Honestly, I kind of think Hermione. Yeah, I'm gonna compare myself to Hermione Granger. I just did that. But I think Hermione would get along really well with my family, and I'm really nerdy. So I think that she would get along really well with Kevin because, you know, we're both really nerdy. And so yes, I did just compare myself to Hermione Granger. And then next I have a little bronzer. I use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and this is light bronze. I'm just so pale. I'm just trying to bronze up a little bit. And I don't really contour. I feel like I have natural contours, so I rarely contour. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the face. That's all I do, really. Oh, eyebrows. Almost forgot about eyebrows. And I use the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil in the shade Taupe. Okay, so let's get another question. Okay, so Hannah asked reread, rewrite, and burn. And she gave me really three hard ones. Harry Potter, Throne of Glass, or The Diviners. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's not that hard. Reread would be Harry Potter, because if I could reread Harry Potter for the first time, even though I love being able to, like, I love rereading Harry Potter and picking up on new things, but just to have that excitement again of reading it for the very first time and not knowing what's gonna happen and have theories of Harry Potter, it would just be so amazing. As far as rewrite and burn, I feel like the next two are really easy. I really like the Diviner series a lot, but I don't love it more than Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas and Harry Potter. So I think I would have to burn the Diviners. Then I would rewrite Throne of Glass. And I love Throne of Glass, but I think the first two are the weakest in the series. So even though I really do enjoy them, I would rewrite book 1 and 2 to kind of fit a little bit better with the story. Because book 3 comes around and you're like, what in the world is happening? Like, what happened in book 1 and 2? Everything that happens in book 1 and 2 is nothing compared to what happens in the rest of the series. So Hannah just gave me another really hard one, and it's like Kiss, Marry, Kill, and she's giving me Rizan, Cassian, and Dorian. Hannah, that is not nice. That is really mean. So for my base, usually on my eyes, I have my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette that I really, really love. I feel like it's got some really nice pretty colors. And I usually set my eyes, so I'll go with white peach to kind of just set everything. And I never do my eyeshadow the same, honestly. I always end up doing it completely different every time. But I do always use my bronzer for my transition shade, always. It's just, I don't know why, but I feel like works really well with my complexion. And it just makes for a really good transition shade. Oh, and I don't use eye primer. I usually just put like my concealer over my eyes. Okay, so for the kiss, the marry, oh, and kill. Okay, well, Rhysand and Cassian, I can't kill them. So Dorian, you're gonna have to go. But you know what? We're gonna let Dorian in books 1 and 2 of Throne of Glass go, and we're gonna keep Dorian from Empire of Storms because he's good. Yep. Okay, so next I'm using Puree right in here, Puree right there. And I'm gonna put that all over, kind of like darken up the crease a little bit. I would have to kill Dorian, unfortunately. Sorry, Dorian. And between Cassian and Rhys. I think I would marry Cassian, honestly. I think Cassian and I think Rhys, I think I would just slow him down. I don't think I would be, like, badass enough for him, honestly. I think he would get really sick of me. And I think I'd be like too whiny. Yeah, I don't think we would get along we would get along great, but I think that marry-wise, I think Cassian and I would get along a little bit better if we were married than Rhys and I. So I would definitely choose Rhys for kissing, and Cassian would be who I married. Okay, so the next question, Trisha asked, top 3 book series that you'd like to see made into a movie or a TV series, and I can only pick 1 author for each, Hannah said, so that makes it kind of tough. Okay, so I think that the Throne of Glass is gonna make an amazing series, and it looks like it's already being turned into a series, but I believe Hulu. Next I'm taking Nectar, which is this one over here. And I kind of put that all over my lid. I think the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, I think that would make for an amazing series. Just because movies, I think they could do movies. I would totally watch the movies too. But I think series, we could really get into how in-depth her world is and just really, really focus on character development, and so much happens in the Throne of Glass series that I feel like we wouldn't be lacking any sort of plot per episode of the series. So I am I'm hesitant, but I am very, very excited that it's being developed into a TV show. I'm so excited. And next I take Summer Yum to kind of deepen my crease a little bit. So I said Throne of Glass. Oh, the Leviathan series by Scott Westerfeld, I think would make for an amazing movie. Amazing movies. They're just so cool and they've got so much going for them. It's a historical fiction of World War I with like bioengineered animals and like war machines and stuff like that. I think it would be such a cool movie. And then I need a third one. Oh, you know what? I think the Illuminae Files. Or The Unbecoming of Maya Dyer. I think The Unbecoming of Maya Dyer trilogy by Michelle Hodkin would make for a really cool movie too, kind of like a psychological thriller movie. I think it could be really cool. And then The Illuminae Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I think those would be really, really cool as well. And then next I take Summer Yum, and then right here, and then Charmed, I'm sure, right here. And I use that to put a little bit of eyeshadow under my eyes. And then Trisha asks, if you could be dropped into a world of any TV show as someone belonging to that world but not already established character, which show would you want to be in? And I think that's a really good question as well. To be quite honest, I don't really know. You gotta think about, I mean, all of the TV shows you think about, like, do you really want to be put in them? You know, it's kind of, they're kind of terrifying as to what is actually happening, you know? Trisha, that's a hard one. And then next, eyeliner. I'm not very good with eyeliner, but I use the e.l.f. black eyeliner. This will be tricky as well. Let's see if I can do this. So let me see if I can think of where I would want to be. What TV show? Friends. Done. I'm like, what TV show? Duh. I only watched like one TV show, really. She didn't say it necessarily had to be a fantasy world. So, Friends it is. And then, what type of person would you want to be in that world? So let's see if I can think of more of a fantasy one too. What character would I want to be in Friends? I think I'd want to be like the nerdy one. Because Monica's like the clean, kind of eccentric one. Rachel's kind of comedy. Phoebe's quirky. Chandler is just Chandler. Ross is nerdy. I think I'd want to be like a female nerdy Ross. And then, oh, for mascara, I'm trying this new mascara. It's called the Maybelline Total Temptation Mascara. And I really love it. It smells like coconuts and vanilla, but it just makes your lashes look so pretty. And I love it. It just really gives you great length and volume. The only problem is it's a really, really wet mascara. It takes a second to dry. Okay, so now we gotta find a fantasy. Trying to think of what TV shows I watch that I really, really love. I love the TV show Merlin so much, but I'm like wondering would I really want to be in the Merlin world, because if you think about it, anyone who does magic in that world is just, it's not good. But I love the BBC Merlin, and I think I'd want to be definitely a magician. And then for lipstick, I've been wearing the Revlon in the color Coral Berry, and it's $6.74. I just think it's really pretty. It's like a really pretty kind of like springy color, just like a pretty coral. And I just put on just enough to get a little bit of color. And that's pretty much it. So I think I answered all of the questions that I was given. I really hope you enjoyed this type of video. I know it was really different, something that I don't usually do, but I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. And I will see you next time in another video. Bye!